Top 10 reasons why people fail at Cutco. Number one, they don't have faith in the sales program. I remember when I was a new sales rep, I did things Chris's way. I did the Chris Heigl demo, which was not the demo that my manager taught me. I didn't follow the training manual and I failed miserably. And after watching my manager, I went out and did it my manager's way and finished my fast start well, and actually had set sales on my next 5 appointments. Number 2 reason why people fail at Cutco. They don't put faith in their managers. You have to understand that we're not going to steer you the wrong way. As a manager, we only do well when our people do well. So the more that we help our sales reps get what they want, the more that we're going to be able to get what we want, which is having a successful team. Third reason is they lack product conviction. I remember when I was a newer sales rep, I was kind of going through the motions with the customer. And the customer actually called me out for it. They said, you know, you're just going through the motions. You're not, there's no passion there. You've got to believe in your product. And as I thought about it, understand, we have the best product of its type available anywhere in the world. It's made in America. It's guaranteed forever. We've been around for over 65 years. We have a senior citizen product that acts like it's brand new every single time it's used, and it's guaranteed. I can't think of any products that people are going to use every single day, their entire life. They never even have to put effort into taking care of it. They just throw it in the dishwasher, and it's guaranteed to always work like it was brand new. Fourth reason why people struggle with Cutco is they do not set proper goals. A lot of people take a, I'm going to see how things work out attitude. And quite frankly, if you want to do well at anything, you should set an objective. Just like you do in school, you have a goal for what you want your grade to be. When you play a sport, you have a goal as to wanting to win that game and whatever your statistics may be. It's the same thing here. So don't be afraid of coming up with a number that you would like to hit and then just work backwards, break it down. If you want to sell $3,000, how many orders do you need to sell $3,000? If your average order is $250, that means you need 12 sales. And if your sales ratio is 60%, that means you need 20 appointments. How fast can you get in 20 appointments? If you do 2 appointments a day, it takes you 10 days. If you do 4 appointments a day, it takes you 5 days. I remember 10,000 seemed like such a huge number. What if you have an average order that's $400? You just do a better job showing sets. You do a little bit better job showing the payment plans, the investment plans. $10,000 is only 25 sales. And what if you really work on your sales ratio and you have a sales ratio that's a little bit better than 80%? We have many reps that do. That's 30 appointments. How fast can you get in 30 appointments? If you do 4 a day, you're looking a little bit over a week. If you do 6 a day, it's 5 days. So whatever the goals are, whatever you want to accomplish, take the number and just divide it by your averages. And you'll find, in a lot of cases, that you're capable of a lot more than you're giving yourself credit for. Because the sales number is just a number, but the truth always lies in your averages. The number 5 reason people fail at Vector is they do not allow the averages to work for them. If I made a bet with you and said, I'll bet you $1,000 that you can't make as many free throws as Kevin Durant. I bet you $1,000 that you can't win a free throw shooting contest with LeBron James. Would you take that bet? Most people would say no. But what if I told you they get to shoot 10 free throws and you get to shoot 100 or 500, and whoever makes the most wins? Would you take that bet then? Because all you have to do is make 11 and you win. The beautiful thing here is we can always do more. You don't have to be the most talented sales rep to be the one that sells the most. Those that work the hardest and allow the law of averages to work for them are the ones that always end up with the best results. 6th reason why people will fail at Cutco is they're not working on self-improvement. Most other jobs out there, people can just punch in and punch out and go through the motions. One of the great things about working here is it's an emotional business. It's like playing a sport or playing a musical instrument. There's an art to it. And if you are willing to work to get better, every day that you improve is like getting a pay raise. Every meeting that you go to should be a pay raise. Because as long as you're learning things and you're improving, you're making more money. And then on top of that, we get promotions all the time, from 10 to 15 to 20 to 25%, all the way on up to where you're making half baby. So there's many ways to earn a better income here, and there's many ways to improve. I've always told people that if you have a question, if you don't understand anything, just keep asking. You're going to find somebody who knows the answer. There's another rule I always tell my people as well too. There's no stupid questions your first 3 months. So ask away. Seventh reason why people fail at Cutco is they allow a third party to influence them negatively. It could be a friend, it could be a parent, it could be a spouse. People don't understand our business. And we often try to get them to understand. We want them to understand so badly. But unless they work here, they're never going to understand it. And understand that we don't need them to understand our business. We just want them to support us. So I just encourage you to say to people, include them in your goals. Say, hey, it would really mean a lot to me if you would support me. I remember I had a girlfriend who was very much against me working with Cutco. Whenever I did appointments, it's like, why I could be with her. If I had a team meeting, why do you have to go to that meeting? And it took me a little while to figure it out, but what I realized is if I worked a typical job where I punched in and punched out, then whenever I went to work, it's because I had to. A manager put me on the schedule. I had to. But here, whenever I was working, it was like I was choosing to work versus choosing to be with her. So I had an epiphany one day. I said, I'm going to have a contest and include her in it. And one of the things that she really wanted to do is she wanted to go to see the Nutcracker Ballet. I'd never been a Nutcracker, didn't know what it was. I'd heard of it. But I said, if I hit this level, we're going to go to see the Nutcracker as a Christmas present. All of a sudden, she wanted me at every meeting. She'd ask me, shouldn't you be on the phone? Should we do appointments right now? She went from being not supportive to being incredibly supportive. So include people in your goals. Don't allow third parties to bring you down because they don't understand it. Eighth reason why people fail at Cutco. They don't see the business big enough. They'll say, oh, I'm just selling knives. Well, it's just knives. But it really isn't. Understand, we're providing a service for people. We're giving them a product that they can use every single day the rest of their lives. It's guaranteed forever. It's made in America. So every time that we make a sale, we're helping people that work in the factory, we're helping people that work in the customer service department, we're helping our local area. We provide jobs for receptionists in different offices. Obviously, it helps your manager, it helps you, it helps everybody. There is a ripple effect. Instead of having to do things, I prefer to say I get to. I don't have to go to a team meeting, I get to. I actually get to work with a company with people that are fun, they're supportive. I get recognized for doing well. I'm able to get promotions. They always focus on self-improvement, making the most of our strengths and minimizing our weaknesses. I would look at this business as A, you're providing a service for a lot of people out there, but B, you're providing a service for yourself. This is an opportunity for you to really grow a tremendous amount. And in most areas in life, if you want to grow a lot, you have to pay for self-help courses. In this case, they're free of charge, and you get paid for being involved in it. The ninth reason why people will fail at Cutco is they're unwilling to make the investment. I'll hear people say, I don't want to sacrifice this, I want to sacrifice that. I don't like the term sacrifice. I would instead look at it as an investment. We get a great deal of freedom here. And one thing I've learned is if you take advantage of your freedom negatively, I don't need to get on the phone today. I can put things off. I can procrastinate. If you take advantage of your freedom negatively, you end up losing that freedom. But on the flip side, if you take advantage of the freedom positively, I have the freedom to do as many appointments as I want. I have the freedom to work my own schedule. And I'm going to make sure that I work a good schedule. What we do is we enhance our freedom. I was able to take more vacations. I was able to go to every party, every concert. I never had to ask for time off. I never had to clear things with the manager ahead of time. I always was able to go because I got my work done ahead of time. I never scheduled myself to work on a Friday night. I never scheduled myself to work on a Saturday night. Now, I could if I wanted to, didn't want to. I got all my work done ahead of time. If I wanted to go to a Tigers game, I went to a Tigers game. If I wanted to go out and golf, I could golf. Because I took advantage of my freedom in a positive sense. We're willing to write the check as long as you're willing to put in the effort. 10th reason and final reason why people fail at Vector is they quit. They just give up. Unfortunately, quitting in life gets easier every time somebody does it. It becomes a habit. If someone quits, next time they want to quit, You do it again, next time, it gets easier and easier and easier. Quitting becomes a habit. And when you quit, you're giving up on yourself. You're not giving up on company. You're not giving up on Cutco. You're giving up on yourself. Every time you quit saying, I'm not going to get on the phone. I'll just do this later. I don't feel like it now. Those are all steps towards quitting. On the flip side, persevering also becomes a habit. Someone's working out or if they're on a treadmill, if they persevere and make themselves finish, the next time they're more likely to make themselves finish. The next time they finish, the next time they go further and they'll finish. Persevering becomes a habit as well too. I encourage you to focus on developing positive habits instead of quitting or giving up or cutting things short or taking shortcuts. Instead, finish strong. You know, as a child, when I would go out and play basketball, I'd take a lot of shots, I'd spend time with my friends, but I could never stop playing on a miss. I always had to finish on a make. There's something wrong about missing my last shot and going in the house. And I feel that habit that I started there continued on in many areas of my life. And I encourage you to do the same thing here. Always finish on a make. So that final phone call, you have to finish on a yes. Life always tests you. And one of the great skills that you're going to learn here, as long as you persevere, is to become an excellent problem solver. And you don't have to do it on your own. As I mentioned before, there are many, many people here that will help you out. Sales reps that have already been where you are. Managers that have been where you are and they've helped others that have been in your situation. There is always an answer as long as you're willing to ask the questions. So use your support staff, persevere, become a great problem solver, and it's okay to get help in your problem solving.